Hello, I'm Thomas Brumby. I'm a music producer and welcome to my studio in Glasgow, Scotland. Together with a fellow musician, we designed and built this studio to be a place of collaboration and creativity. We wanted to create an atmosphere that was relaxed, where we could work in a fast, efficient and inspired way. With my music business and the imagery that I've created for it, the idea was to create something that was dynamic and flowing, and the swirls and the colours of the pattern adjust themselves to the constraints of their enclosure, and really that's a kind of metaphor for how each project works in the studio. There's no one sound. We adapt the process and adapt the creativity to suit the boundaries and the format of each person's project. As a music producer, it's like you have to be doing several jobs at the same time. You have to know how to mix and record, you have to know how to interact with the client, you have to build a relationship with the musician. But you also have to bring a lot of other skills that are from different areas of your life. So for example, I come from a rather unusual background when it comes to making music, in that I trained in architecture at the Glasgow School of Art. In architecture we learn to chase and develop an idea through from a sketch to a final building or a final place. And really I think what I do at the studio is taking a demo, which is a kind of sound sketch, and we take this through lots of different stages to become a final piece of music or a final place. So for me, a big part of what I do in the studio is mixing sounds that make up a track. And this is about how to deal with all the different elements, all the different layers that you get in a song. So for example, we have the bass and the guitar, the drums, the vocals, and really we have to arrange them into different positions. And for me, songs and layers of songs are like spaces or landscapes, and we have to think what sort of space, what sort of enclosure we want to create for the listener. Is it a big, vast landscape, or is it a smaller, intimate room where it's just you and the singer? And the way we arrange the different sounds in a track can really evoke a different sense of space around the person listening to the song. So one thing that I'm really into at the moment is recording and editing vocals. I'm thinking about how we can process them using effects and plugins so that they sound like they're in different places. So I'm really interested how you can put a voice that sounds like it's really close to the listener and then have other voices in the mix that sound like they're in totally different spaces. So as a producer, I've worked on lots of different projects ranging from singer-songwriters to folk music to electronic music, pop bands, rock bands. I'm currently working on a track called Surveillance, which is a collaboration between myself, an accordion piano player and a cello player. It's like a dark instrumental electronic piece of music that combines cello playing with accordion and piano and a kind of hip-hop beat. So I'd like to encourage musicians, or really any artist, to believe in their creative ideas and their visions and not be put off by technical things or physical constraints, and really trust that if you think an idea is interesting and worthwhile, then that's all that matters. You should try and pursue it.